do that with this Kufra. I think he wins out in the early game a little bit. He's got a bit more tankiness, a bit more aggression. So once again, we may see the Valley heavily hammering in onto the jungle of Team Sexy.
Yeah, not only hammering in onto the jungle, like Swapsy, like win condition for the Valley here is like objective, you know, like constantly controlling the jungle, because we know the Ling can just dive around the map and kind of course eat up your own jungle. So if there was a jungle that I could pick that could, you know, put Balmon on his toes, definitely a Ling.
Yeah, and now as we jump into the second series of this best of 3, the Valley trying to take this home and make it. Let's remind these viewers what is on. This is for the top 4. Warrior now engaging. There's a nice wall. Raquel may go down here. Nicolette pushing in from the back line. JC also ready to defend. Warrior now. Rimuru also closing in on JC. JC forced to use the sprint to get away from that. Team Sexy, you want aggression. They're going to bring it into the Valley this time. Best player coming over the wall. Guapsi could go down. First blood going over to best player.
Best player, you know, we've seen his Ling in the past. Maybe he's actually upped him to fiber, you know, he's got fiber Wi-Fi now. Nah, what we're seeing by the side of Team Sexy is that they're playing really well. This is what they need to execute early on. Stop the Balmon from being able to farm. We see the invasion. Warrior playing such a good game here now on this Grok going in, and didn't even need a Tempest of Blade to take down Guapsi there.
Yeah, Team Sexy must have been like, listen, Warrior, we want you to be aggressive. Let's get in their face. Let's cause some in. That's what you want to see from the Grok, right? Like, that's that old school Grok that we used to always see, you know, a year or so ago when he was very popular. Get in the enemy jungle, give vision, cause mayhem, right? Delay Guapsi as much as possible. First turtle once again going over to best player. This time, Team Sexy is holding strong.
This, I mean, if they can keep up this motion, best player, Team Sexy, Nicolette, all of them could be doing really good.
Ooh, a big pick on Raquel, and that is normally unheard of. Raquel is known to go with barely any deaths an entire game, but this early on, that is huge for Team Sexy.
Wow. Definitely. I mean, they're again, aggression. Aggression is what we're seeing here. And they got to keep it going. From the side of the Valley, man, they need to maybe defend Raquel here. Just kind of overstepping it, not able to do as much with this Xavier this time around. Guapsi, and I mean, that can all be attributed to the gold lead. It's just, they're doing so good right now on Team Sexy.
I love the way, too, we got to keep our eyes on Rimuru here, right? I love the way he's constantly cutting and then putting pressure onto that red jungle of the Valley. He's just constantly trying to, like, the goal right now, slow down Guapsi as much as possible. But Guapsi also known to be aggressive as well, pushing into the jungle there. We are seeing that gold deficit start to creep up. Wait a second, big knock up, but the Brilliance does come down. The utility that they needed, but Arvel with the Tyrant's Rage, able to lock down. Nicolette goes down, the kill goes in the hands of Guapsi, but best player is here to help out, and Arvel will be shredded from gold. Team Sexy looked like they were gonna lose out in that team fight, but they end up coming out on top with a 2-for-1 trade.
We are looking at now a well-oiled Team Sexy here. Like they're definitely on the charge. From the Valley, Arvel might need to help out Balmon right now. Guapsi's having a little bit of a trouble in the jungle, and I said this is what Ling does really well. If Balmon can't reach objectives, you can't steal them.
And Warrior just seems to have really fallen into his comfort zone here too, man. He's placing the walls, he's creating space, he's doing everything that you want to see your tank do. There's the wild charge. 2 members get knocked up. Gold takes the turtle. Tempest of Blades locks down, does miss on Guapsi. They're able to escape because the wall kind of barriers them away a little bit late, but Team Sexy is on a roll right now.
Yeah, they got to keep it going here. They already took out that bottom lane. What is Brody doing here? Like, I thought he was like pounding the ground. I'm like, that's not an ability. Like, how's he doing that? But we do see Warrior might be in a little bit of trouble here, T-Rex.
Yeah, is getting chased down. Arvel wants it with Tyrant's Rage. Nicolette falls into it as well. Warrior will go down this time. The best player here to help out. Gotta watch out for that bouncing ball, though. Doesn't want to force it. Guapsi gonna come in, wait for the lethal counter. Doesn't have to use it. Basic takes the kill, evens the playing field. 3 for 3 all over the map in 5 minutes. But the thing is, Team Sexy holding the gold lead.
We do. I mean, they have the gold lead, right? But we did just see the Valley kind of disrupt the flow of their combat here. Send in best player back to the base, you know. This is the flow. You didn't want to be interrupted. So let's see if Team Sexy can pull it back and keep it going, you know? Like, this is what they need to do. The Ling is just best player is going to be just constantly going through his jungle right now. This is not the time to be aggressive. It's the time to kind of hold back. But as I say that,
Arvel forced to use that flicker. And we were just taking a look at the items, right? And gold, also 0 kills.
Yeah.
We've seen how well the Clink can do. We've seen this from several teams. He's already got the Endless Battle, and it looks like he's opting to go for the Berserker's Fury instead of the Blade of Despair, going for a bit more crit. Basic shredded down. Arvel trying to defend, not quite able to, but gold is going to chip away at this tower. That is another tower down for Team Sexy. Where was this team in game 1? Team Sexy has turned a leaf. We're looking at a redemption story.
I'm hoping so. We definitely need to see a best of 3. You know, like I want it to go to the long haul. And if any teams can do it, it's these teams. They're definitely well oiled right now. Guapsi.
Yeah, don't try to get in there. This isn't game 1. Best player now coming in. Guapsi does not have that skill 2. Cannot spin out of this one. He's going to try to dash. Best player with the Tempest of Blades. Not quite able to do it, but now they're moving on to Warrior. The prodding light does come down, but Rimuru comes in, cleans up Guapsi, cleans up Raquel, and Nicolette takes out Basic. It's a full 4-man sweep. Rimuru, JC forced to go back to base. Now they take that tower. Gonna move on to the second tower. JC all alone. Team Sexy is marching on in game 2.
Man, big shout out to Nicolette. That positioning and that flank, deciding not to back out and retreat, and then come in from the back of the Valley and just eradicated them. That's the back lane peel they needed in the first game, and they didn't have. And now we see they're learning from their tad bits of mistakes that they had, and the Valley's starting to suffer here. We're already looking at most of the tier 2 towers being already taken out at the 7-minute mark. Almost 8-minute mark here. I don't know. The Valley right now is definitely on the back foot, but they could possibly, they have Balmon. They could sneak a Lord kill here and, you know, and turn the tide.
Oh my God, that is disgusting. Gold and
That
Nicolette.
was JC.
I mean, JC. I mean, literally, what, 2
What?
seconds? 2 hits, half a health, gone. Now Warrior moving on to Guapsi. Tempest of Blades comes down to help secure that kill. Dawning Light comes in, but the damage isn't like game 1. Basic with the torn apart memories just can't cut it. And down goes JC, Arvel, and Guapsi. Team Sexy moving on to the next tower. That is all towers but inhibitors down, and the Valley has not taken one yet.
Team Sexy wants to end this game the like 10-minute mark. I already feel it. Like the aggression that they're showing, like they're not backing out of fights. They're actively progressing the team fights when they happen like that. And then what is JC made out of? Paper? And like they just brought the hot knife out and just, I've never seen an Esmeralda just vanish.
I mean, you gotta, that's gold right now. Gold. Berserker's Fury, Malefic Roar, Endless Battle. Raquel was the big burster, the big chunker in game 1, but this time, gold and Nicolette 5-0 in 2. The man is farmed, the man is fed. They are ready to take game 2 and bring us to 3.
Man, we do see, again, like you were saying, they are engaged and ready to fire. I can't, dude. This Lord push, can the Valley defend it? They're going to have, they're definitely on the back foot here, but all of Team Sexy Sinking the lanes, T-Rex.
Yeah, they are coming. Lord has connected. It's not an enhanced, so they don't get the crash, but Nicolette does not care. She goes in with the Ruby DD, tries to do some nice damage, and the inhibitor does go down. Mystic Field able to lock up on a Warrior, but Tempest of Blades is here. Nicolette secures basic. Guapsi taken down from best player. The Lord finally off the map though, but JC strucken out. Gold gets that monster kill. Raquel with the dying light, but once again, the damage just isn't there. Team Sexy with the redemption story, trying to come back for this reverse sweep. They take game 2.
Let's go. The rubber band match is engaged.
The rubber band match is here. You know, before we started this stream tonight, me, you, Dave,